Joining us now, Detective Nils, grievous crime expert, author, and U.S. Army veteran. I'm in D.C. We had the horrific shooting on Wednesday. Detective, 2 blocks from my house. President Trump is saying he wants to suspend all immigration requests from Afghans pending a review of security and vetting protocols. What say you?
Well, they've got a real problem on their hands here. I think President Trump is going in the right direction on this, John. Um, when you go to vet a foreign national like this, the single greatest issue that you first have to overcome is identification. Afghanistan is a country that doesn't keep very good records, and I don't know if anybody knows that. Ramanallah Lakawal was vetted for suitability for employment as a paramilitary with our forces in Afghanistan, presumably CIA paramilitaries and special welfare teams, that sort of thing. He may have been perfectly suited for that at the time. The vetting that Jen Psaki is now claiming that they did before admitting these people could not have been thorough or effective for the reasons that I've stated. So, one more time, we're looking at a big mistake that occurred during the Biden administration that Donald Trump has to, his administration has to clean up. And in the meantime, soldiers like Beckstrom and Wolf get subjected to the violence that this man inflicts. And then the other thing I'm looking at, they're talking about this advocate for the refugee resettlement, that sort of thing. What happened to see something, say something? Apparently, this man was falling apart in real time and nobody did anything to intervene. We put together all of these protocols and programs to secure communities, that sort of thing. They're meaningless. It's like a parachute. It doesn't mean a thing if you don't yank the string, and nobody pulled the string on this. Um, but ultimately, Lockenwall is responsible for the murder that he perpetrated, the assault on Sergeant Wolf. Nobody else is responsible for that, but the prior administration is responsible for bringing all of these people in under the most ridiculous of circumstances and inflicting them on an unsuspecting American public.
You've stated that we've imported the problem. Now what do we do?
Well, like I said, President Trump is in the right vein. We're going to have to remove probably a plurality of these people, if not a majority. They may have been suitable as paramilitaries in Afghanistan, a largely undeveloped country with its own, fly as you go rules that are worked out by the Taliban. Even when we were occupying the country with Karzai, allegedly the president of the place, it operated under Taliban rules. And Taliban rules are when you want to inflict violence on someone, you inflict violence on someone unless you're the low man on the totem pole and whatever else, whatever the civil requirements are in a civil society like Afghanistan. I keep hearing experts say and reading the words experts say in all of these news media accounts. The men and women that I worked with in U.S. Army counterintelligence, if they weren't put in charge of this, they would be saying, don't bring these people in.
It's just unbelievable. Now the president's clamped down on this, and of course the Democrats are criticizing him because it doesn't matter what he does. But what do you think of the sweeping immigration policies now the president has immediately put in place? And I'm sure that some judge somewhere will say he can't do it.
There'll be a battalion of judges issuing overlapping rules that some of which should just be ignored, in my opinion, John. The way that you force it up the chain is by ignoring it. It has to go up the appellate chain and up the appellate chain quickly. What's the point of Article 2 powers to the president if every single jackass in black robes can gainsay everything that he does? to be performative and do valuable things for the Democrat cult. It's legislation by children is really what it is. Um, I mean, seriously, John, um, do you remember a couple of years ago when one of our Republican governors sent a few illegal aliens to Martha's Vineyard?
Oh yeah, they went nuts.
Yeah, they lost their chicken, utterly lost their chicken. So, what if you took all of the Ramanala Lakawal guys and dropped them off in Wellesley and Martha's Vineyard and Traverse City, Michigan, and Tiburon and places like that, Vale, put them in Vale, Telluride, that kind of thing. Um, Resettle them there, see how that works out, right? I bet these guys would love to serve brie and white wine and Chardonnay to Gavo and his wife, when they set in, I need a job as maitre d' at the French Hand Laundry or French Hand Job or whatever that place is that Gavo keeps up in Excremento. What's the name of that fancy restaurant? The one that he went to without a mask when everybody else was in full Mop 4 gear over COVID-19. That's where you resettle them if you want to have maximum effect, right?
At Detective Nils, would you call them jackasses in black robes? Yeah, I'd like to see him be the maitre d' with that French restaurant that Gavin Newsom went to. Oh my God, Detective! Thanks for making me laugh on this Monday.
I'm not a hairdresser, John. I'm a detective. You were a coach, okay? I had a coach. I played a bit of football, man. You know how it goes, right? The thing speaks for re ipsa loquitur.
Yeah,
Right?
but you didn't play real football. You played soccer, right? That's not what we don't call that's soccer. You guys still
I
call it
played 3
football.
years of American football with pads and helmets and hitting men. My coach was a character named Jim Brownfield. He was one of the winningest coaches in California, John.
All right, follow Nils at the. It's tough to make me laugh this hard in the middle of a show on a Monday morning. At Detective Nils, follow him there. At Detective Nils.
Well, I've got a book coming out, John. The Last Lawman is being released in June of 2026 by Post Hill Press, and it's available for pre-order now on Amazon. If you want to learn a bit more, you and your audience could certainly order a copy from Amazon.
What's it called?
I'm always standing by when you want to know a little bit about vetting people. I've vetted a lot of people over the years, and you can't make chicken salad from chicken poop, John. That's what they're trying. That's what the Biden administration tried to do here. He decided he was going to cut and run from Afghanistan, and the American people were going to inherit 20 years of bad policy.
At Detective Nils, Nils. You can follow him there. Jackasses in black robes is the one that got me. Detective, thanks for being with us. Christine will have you back. Just reach out to Christine. She likes getting you on. So just reach out to her. Now we got to fix your lighting in the backdrop. You need a little better lighting. Other than that, it's great. Thank you, Detective. We're going to be right back. Doug Mastriano is next.